Hello, my listeners and my readers. My name is Damilare McDavid. I'm Mr. REGEN from REGEN Relationship Clinic and Harm of Work. Today, you are going to the 6th episode of Choosing My Marital Partner, and we're actually examining ways to choose a marital partner. Those are casting stones when it comes to choosing a marital partner. This is because our individuality, our peculiarities still stand. Everybody is a different individual. That's why what applies to man A does not apply to man B, because we are different beings. And even when it comes to the person that is choosing, your craving is different from my craving, and that's how it's different. But at the same time, since no rules are cast in stones, that doesn't mean we don't have certain guidelines into choosing a marital partner, because we can't go into this aspect of your life. As a result of this, all the guidelines, I personally have been able to distribute them into two, which is the spiritual aspect and the physical aspect. Somebody would say, oh, what is spiritual aspect? Still looking for. But I want to tell you that it's very, very important. It's a very important one. In fact, it precedes the whole process and it ends the whole process. So when it comes to physical aspect, that just comes in the middle. And I will be starting today with the physical aspect, because I will be taking a little time to talk about that. I have so much to say on the spiritual aspect, which I'll be dealing with next weekend. Choosing a marital partner, considering the guidelines physically, it starts from the foundation. When the foundation is faulty, the building will be faulty. Remember, you're going into marriage, and marriage is a home you want to build. If you want to build a home, you must ensure that the foundation is so solid. Your foundation must not be that of deception or deceit or lies. So you must know your intention, why you want to go into marriage. Is it centered on love? Is it centered on lust? I want you to know that the sight precedes the connection. For a man who wants, before a man can fall in love with a particular lady, you must see the lady. That's why it is so weird, or let me say, it's mostly impossible when you say you're falling in love with somebody that you've not seen, that you're just hearing his voice on the phone, or somebody that your friend just told you about. Oh, there's a pretty girl out there, that girl is like this, like that, like that, like that. All those things are just going to put you in a temporary state of interest. They don't build any feelings, they don't build any connection. Now, I'm not pushing away physical attraction. Physical attraction is very, very important, because we're talking about somebody you're going to be spending the rest of your life with. And as much as we don't advise people to prioritize this physical attraction, because physical attraction, they fade off with time, they fade off with age, they fade off with circumstances, but they are very important too, because you should marry somebody you're attracted to, somebody that emotion tends towards, somebody that your sexuality is also longing for. So that is very important, but that should not be physical aspect of your choosing should not be centered on the things you see only. It should be beyond that. It has to do with what this person is made of, what this person will contribute into your life. I hope you get that. For a man to fall in love with a lady, number one, you must see the person, and certain factors you decide if that person fits into what you like, what you want to achieve in life, and so on and so forth. That's one of the reasons we have infidelity right now. When you marry somebody you are not attracted to, maybe because you were joined together, maybe there was a matchmaking, or maybe somebody forced you to marry somebody. So for a man, the first thing that happens physically is that you need to see the lady and be attracted. Now, for the lady, you need to give an open arm, in the sense that you are not just turning everybody off. You give every man that comes along your way the privilege to express their mind. That doesn't mean that you have to give in to every man now, but if you don't allow them to come, there's no way you will know the right one. So that is where the first attraction comes from. When a man, when some men come along your way, it is from then you'll be able to know who am I actually connected to physically. Many people are right for marriage, but they keep complaining that they've not gotten a partner because they are not available. You need to look at a social life. When you don't go out, a friend of yours is having a wedding ceremony, you don't go. You don't expect people to meet you in your office alone, especially when you are in a kind of you work in an atmosphere that does not really encourage, that does not allow you to meet new people. God will not bring that man or that woman into your flat, into your house, or to knock at your door. So you need to be available. And availability also matters when it comes to our attitude. So many of us, our attitude is a turn off. When people see the way we interact with others, you don't know, maybe the woman or the man that you're interested in you is close by, and because of what you have just done in a couple of minutes ago, you have actually sent a wrong signal. And maybe it's just because you could not control your temper for that moment. You may not be like that, but you have actually sent out a signal that we have a serious concern on that person. For that person, you have serious concern for you. That is it the kind of person I want to marry? So it is very, very important that you watch your attitude and you become available. Availability doesn't mean you should throw yourself at men or throw yourself at women, but it suggests it's a friendly notion that you give that makes a man or woman comfortable. A man comfortable to meet you, or a woman comfortable to access or accept you.